Hi guys, in this tutorial we are going to look into how to draw a concrete panel. To draw a concrete panel, go to concrete ribbon and choose panel tab. In that you find panel and wall layout. Just hover over the icon to get help. Click on the panel icon, you get the properties loaded on the right side. In general, you contain name, profile, material, finish and class. The position is used for rotation or to move the member from the work point. You can control the member origin and end point using the end offset. By selecting the plane and the bend radius, we could create a straight panel to bend. We can increase the number of segments to create a smooth curve. Let me demonstrate by modifying its properties. Let me modify the name and profile. You could type in the values or click on the drop down and choose one. When all the properties are chosen, press modify at the bottom to apply the changes. Now choose the start and the mid and the end point of the panel. Use middle mouse button to finish the command. Now the panel has been drawn. Now select the member to modify further its properties. You can either edit the properties and draw the member, or after drawing just click on the members and the property tab opens on the right side and you can edit later. Now I am going to edit the end offset values. Select the member. When I give a value to the start position, the member from the start point moves towards positive x-axis to a 500 mm. If I give a value to the end position, the end point moves towards the positive axis dx, that is 500 mm. Likewise, I could change the values on dy and dz also. The changes happen based on the local axis. By giving the values, I could change the end point and the start point of the member. By giving a value to the position, I could rotate the member or move to a certain distance from the work point. Here, I am giving a values to the plane and moving to a certain distance from the work point. I can give the values to the rotation and rotate the member also. By giving a value to the depth, I can move the member up or down from the work point. Thus, Position Property tab helps to define the position of the member. By giving a value to the radius in bending properties, you can change the straight wall to a curved wall. Greater the radius, greater the wall arc that is developed. Giving a negative values changes the direction of the arc. By controlling the plane, you could control the arc formation, whether to be formed in XY plane or XZ plane and so on. Increase the number of segments to obtain a smooth curve. The maximum number that could be increased is 59. Now let us move on to wall layout. Wall layouts are quite similar to the wall panel. Click on the icon and click the start point and the end point in the model space and click middle mouse button to terminate or finish the command. Double click on the member to modify its properties. You get a dialog box popping up where you could edit the properties of the wall layout. The blue M symbol signifies the macro command. Modify the properties from the tabs that is appeared in the dialog box, and after modification, click on Modify button to modify the changes. For including cutouts for windows and doors in wall panels, polygon cut or macros could be used for doors and window cutouts. You could load the predefined layout by just clicking on the drop down and click on Load to load the properties. Select the panel and click Modify to apply the changes. After applying the changes, click on OK or Close button to close the dialog box. Thus we have seen how to draw a wall layout and modify its properties. Now let us look in general the points to be considered when drawing a wall panel. When placing two panels nearby, you must consider the expansion joint of minimum 16 to 20 mm between two panels. This can be done by controlling the end offset values. Here, let me demonstrate by drawing two panels. Select the panels and based on the work point, control the end offset values to provide a gap between the members. Here I have provided 20 mm clearance between wall panels. That's it guys. See you at next session.